Fatiha. Amin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allah qabul etsin inshallah. May Allah accept our prayer. That is a good manner, good adab for a believer to have. Not to say, oh, look at me, I finished worshipping, I finished praying, I finished doing all these things. I should get the rewards now. What do you think? Allah is your businessman that you're dealing with? Allah is our Lord. We are doing things. The good manner of a believer is to say, may Allah accept it. The good manner of a believer is to know how valuable his worship is, how connected he is to his Lord, how honorable that worship that he had done, and whether it is presentable to divine presence or not. It is important. This is all self-knowledge, knowledge of the self. If you know yourself, you have knowledge about yourself, you will have knowledge of Allah. If you have knowledge of Allah, at that time you can do worship. At that time, even the worship that we're doing, we enjoy doing it. We're doing it because Allah deserves to be worshipped. That time we are not sitting down to worship to say, okay, I worship this much, so I'm getting this much rewards. I'm getting this much rewards. I'm getting this. No. If Allah wants, He's not going to accept our worship. So many of us, our worship is not passing. We know that. We are weak ones. We are in the akhir of the akhir zaman. And the worship that we've done is mixed up with so many things. It's mixed up with ghaflat. It's mixed up with sleepiness. It's mixed up with wrong actions, wrong desires, wrong intentions. So how can that which is mixed up have the right to be presented to our Lord and our Creator? The angels are there at every level. When our deeds, our good actions, our good intentions, whatever we've done, it will rise up. The first level of the angels is going to check whether this is going to be worth it to be passed to the next station or not. You may pass, you go to the next station, next station, next station. You think it's so easy to reach to Allah. It is not. Allah is close to us, closer to us than our jugular veins, but we are very far away from Allah. Don't think that time, I'm just going to call Allah and Allah is going to come running to me. He is close to us. But how? How are we calling Allah? You think we're going to call Allah in this luxury, in this ghaflat, in this spoiled American lifestyle, we're going to call and Allah is going to come running? Ibrahim Adam, he was a great, one of the most powerful rulers and kings and sultans that the world has ever seen. He's ruling in the area of Balkh. He founded so many cities. Some say 60 cities he founded. We cannot even make one house. But Muslims talk too much. It's a trend now for some time. Oh, Malay kings, Muslim kings, oh, very bad. Huh? Muslim sultans, corrupt. Every sultan is all corrupt. Presidents, very good. President, other rulers. So, we need to get all of that straightened out. That's another sohbet. Ibrahim ibn Adam, he was thinking about Allah too. But he was a very wealthy, a very rich, a very powerful sultan. One day, this is what we learned from our Shaykh. I don't know if we learned from other Shaykhs that time. Take it. It's okay. But this is what we learned from our Shaykh. And this is the story. This is the reality that he told us. Ibrahim ibn Adam, he was sitting, lying down in his room. And he was surrounded by all kinds of luxuries in his room. Beautiful very luxurious things, pillows and everything, and is looking up in the sky and is thinking about Allah. And in his private quarter, in that room in the palace, the ceiling is made of glass, and at that time glass is very rare, it's very unusual, so that he can see the sky, thinking about Allah. He's thinking, lying down, surrounded by this luxury, thinking about Allah, thinking about Allah, thinking about Allah. Then he saw someone on top of his roof, the glass roof. There's an old man. The old man was standing up and looking for something and calling, and after a while looking. So he called his guard to say, "Who is that old man? How dare he be on top of my roof? What is he doing there on top of the Sultan's roof?" The old man answered, "I'm looking for my camel." The Sultan, Ibrahim ibn Adam, said, "Oh, you foolish one. You're looking for your camel on the rooftops of the palace?" But Ibrahim ibn Adam, he was not a foolish king. Of course he was not. You cannot be one to found 60 cities and be foolish. He knew something unusual was happening because this was an unusual man. So he asked a question knowing that the answer must be unusual too. "You're looking for your camel on top of on the roofs of my palace?" The old man, who was in reality a big saint, said, "It is easier for me to find my lost camel on top of these roofs than for you to find Allah in your room of luxury." Never any prophet came and they found Allah. Of course they already found Allah, but they're carrying out the mission of Allah, calling to their nation surrounded by luxury, including Daud alayhi salam, including Sulaiman alayhi salam. None. So it all boils down to who you are trying to follow. Who do you want to follow? Who is your role model? If it's prophets, it's something else. If it's kafirs, it's something else. Make up your mind. You cannot have both. If you have both, there is a title that in Islam they give to people who want this and they want that, who want right and they want left, who want halal and they want haram, who wants Islam and they want kufr. That word is called munafiq. And that one is called a hypocrite. One day like this, one day like this. And that one's destination is lower than the kafir. May Allah protect us against hypocrisy. So, our prayer that we have just done, inshallah, now we are entering, knowing that we are very far away from Allah, but Allah is close to us. How are we going to reach to Allah? Allah is saying, seek means to come close to me. Ayat of the Quran. Seek means, find ways to come close to me. And our shahadat is not just La ilaha illallah. It is not complete if you just say La ilaha illallah. It is not complete. It is completed only when you say Muhammad Rasulullah. It's only through Muhammad Rasulullah you're going to reach to Allah. Prophet came 1400 years ago. He passed physically. Spiritually, he's still living. His work is still continuing. His inheritance is still here. Now is the intelligence kicking in. Now is a rahmat of Allah kicking in. You don't have to now reach all the way to Allah. Allah has sent prophets, and after prophets, holy ones, His friends, awliya Allah, for us to reach to them. Maybe they are right next door to you. Maybe they are in your family. In these days, they could be anywhere because they're not declaring themselves. They're pulling themselves back to the top of the mountains. And you find one, then that time, that one is close to Allah. Allah is close to us. We are very far away from Him. And Allah says, find ways, seek means to come close to me. You find one who is a friend of Allah, a friend of a friend of Allah. Very good. People know when it comes to dunya, oh, do you know someone who knows the governor? You do? Oh, very useful. Do you know someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows someone of the president? Yes. Oh, very useful. You know how it works in the dunya. Don't think it is any easier for the akhirat. You think, yes, but Allah is close to us. Yes, of course Allah is close to us, but we are very far away from Him. To be close to Him, you can do it alone. You can. But a journey that is going to take you 1 year will take you 100 years. Why be foolish? Allah sent prophets to teach us. You want to come to me? You want to come close to me? Follow my prophets, isn't it? No one can deny that. All these other ones, the square-head ones, say, we don't need sheikhs, we don't need awliya Allah. It's just me and Allah. It's like Shaitan saying, it's just me and Allah, no Adam alayhi salam. It's just like so many others who are enemies of the Prophet say, it's only me and Allah, we don't believe in the prophets. Or it's only me and Allah, we kill the prophets. But Allah, His protocol is He sent prophets to us. Meaning you want to come close to me, follow that prophet to come close to me. Some other foolish ones, they say, okay, once you find that prophet, now that time you can kick him away because he's just a mailman, you know, like a mailman, like a postman. He just come to deliver you the message. Then he's finished, you know, it's between Allah and you. He's a mailman just to deliver the message, meaning who is important? Allah and you. You are more important, not the prophet. Prophet just came to give you a mail like that. So many they're saying. Foolish, square-head ones, not understanding nothing. It is still the ego then. Ego is speaking. Ego is saying, it's me. It's still me. It's me and Allah. It's me and Allah. That's it. Shaitan. Complete shaitan that time. Shaitan is saying, it's me and you. I make sajda to you. I'm not going to make sajda to Adam alayhi salam. It's just me and you. Complete shaitanic appearance. Complete shaitanic ideas. May Allah protect us from that. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent prophets for us to find them and for us to follow their way leading to Allah. That has always been His protocol. And the inheritors, they are here. The sheikhs, they are here. Once you find that one, yes, that one is like a prophet to you. Like what Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying in a hadith. The sheikhs of my nations, they are like prophets. The sheikhs of my nation to their people is like the prophets to their nations. So, if you find that one, follow that one. Because he's representing the prophet. Don't bring up your own ideas. Don't rebel. Don't, because that time is going to get worse for you. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about Allah's will. Allah has a will. Prophet ﷺ is following Allah's will. Allah's will is continuing. Allah's work is continuing. It's not you. It's not me. Allah's work is continuing. With or without me, with or without you, Allah's work will continue. So we need to find that work. What is Allah's work now? You think Allah's work, Allah has just created you to go to school, to go to work, 9 to 5, to get married, to buy a car, to get children, and then to die? You think that is Allah's work? Think again. That is what Allah is saying, I am going to create, declaring to the angels, Khalifahs, my representatives, man to represent me. You think we're representing Allah by living a life, robotic, tasteless life, selfish, egoistic life like that? That is representing Allah? You got to think again. You got another thing coming. So, what are you going to do? How are you going to do Allah's work that is given to you? Easy. Find a sheikh. He's going to let you know. If you belong to a big company, you're going to find out company is going somewhere, no? Company has an agenda. Company has an aim, has a mission. If you want to know what is your role, all you have to do is go to your boss and say, what is my job? You want to apply to the company. You have to know why you're applying, isn't it? And which role you're taking. Maybe it's a huge company. Maybe it's a global company. They hire thousands, tens of thousands. You want to join the company. You cannot just say, I want to join. Yeah, I'm here. No, you have to know, what are you doing now? You want to join. What is your work now? What is it that you can do? What is it that you want to do? Now, Islam is the same. That's why Islam moved for 1300 years plus. Islam moved forward because there was an aim, because there was a head. The head was aiming somewhere. It was going somewhere. It wasn't just living and let live like what Muslims are saying. Now, I'm a good Muslim. I'm living. I'm not hurting anyone. So I live and I die like grass. There is no mission. There is no aim. Islam has to have an aim. When we had a Khalifah, there was an aim. Whatever that aim is, red apple, golden apple. Doesn't matter. There is an aim. Now, what is the aim? Aimless. From individuals to families to nations, they don't know what the aim is. Or the aim is just to go to war. Or the aim is to find more weapons of mass destruction to go to war. What is the aim? Now, where is Allah? Where is Allah and His Prophet? Very far away. Because the aim, again, it is a dunya. You just found a country. What is your aim? You've just been given, recognized as a country. What is your aim? You're saying it is Islam. It has to be an aim. So, just a couple of words we're saying. Inshallah Rahman. It will bring benefit to us. We'll learn something from it. I'm learning something from it. We are sitting and we're waiting for tonight for something that Shaykh Effendi is going to make us to hear and to listen and to put into our lives. We must have an aim. A believer must have an aim. A believer's today must be better than yesterday. His tomorrow has to be better than today. That is hadith. Which means that he has to have an aim. How are you going to have an aim? How is a believer going to have an aim if the believer is not sitting down for 5 minutes to think, okay, hold on. Where am I going? Where am I? Where was I? How was my yesterday? How is my today? And how is my tomorrow going to be? The believer must sit down to think. Thinking, the meditation is better than 70 years of worship, 1 hour of meditation. But Muslims now, they have no time to think. Where they are, what is my Lord wanting from me? They say, you pray? Yeah, of course I pray. Praying what? Going up and down, salam, and then that's praying? That's connecting? That's thinking about your Lord? That is zikr? That is tafakkur? No, it's not. You're just doing a couple of things there because it's a habit. But you're not taking the benefit. You're not taking the benefit from it. There is no nutrition coming to you from it. There is no blessing coming to you. So the believer must sit down and understand, what is my aim? What is it that I want to do? Importantly, what does my Lord want me to do? If you find guides, the guide will make it very clear what your aim is and how to work towards it. Self-knowledge is the highest knowledge that you can reach before you go to the knowledge of Allah. Knowledge of Allah, it is the highest over everything else. But to know Allah, you have to know yourself. To know yourself, you have to find a master who was your master from pre-eternity, who is going to teach you about yourself because he knows you better than you know yourself. And he's going to let you know. He's going to make you. He's going to be a mirror in front of you to show you who you are, what you are. That time you have to submit. I don't see anyone fighting with their mirrors. Every time I see someone looking in the mirror, they never fight with the mirror. They never say, why are you showing me this? They never say to the mirror, why are you showing me to be fat or skinny or my hair like this, my nose like this? They never complain to the mirror. They never get upset with the mirror. They never throw away the mirror. They never break the mirror because they know the mirror speaks the truth, correct? Mirror is not going to lie unless you're a foolish one and you take that kind of mirror that's going to make different kinds of shapes like they have in amusement parks they have to show. But nobody does that at home anyway. The share is your mirror. But I see so many people getting upset with their shares. Why are you saying this to me? You have no right to say this to me. Who do you think I am? Your slave, your servant, da da. It goes on and on and on. But you don't know yourself. You're searching for what? You're searching for yourself. You're searching for yourself. Where are you looking to find yourself? Where are you looking to find yourself? A journey of 1 year will take you 100 years because you insist on doing it by yourself. Up till today, I never hear anyone who says, I want to become a doctor or a lawyer just by my own self, my own way. I'm refusing to go to school. I'm refusing to read all these books. By myself, I'm going to find the way to become a doctor. Impossible. But by ourselves, millions are saying, we will find Allah by ourselves. We will find ourselves by ourselves. Impossible. You have a master, he has a key, and he will unlock, and he will show you what yourself is. What is our aim then? Our aim inside of this religion, inside of this work. Because Holy Prophet ﷺ, don't think that his work is finished. His work is not finished. He finished his work, but his work is continuing. One day, Holy Prophet ﷺ just came back from the physical jihad, and he came and he sat, and his daughter Hazrat Fatima was looking at him, and he was covered in dust, and he was covered in dirt. He was tired. His beard was all white, and Hazrat Fatima started to feel very sorry for her father and said, "Oh, my father, when are you going to stop? When are you going to rest? You're reaching old age. You should rest. You must stop." And he said, "Oh, my daughter." Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, "I will not rest. There is no rest for me until you see that sun. That sun is reaching to every house. Regardless if that house is a Muslim house or a non-Muslim house. It says, I will not rest until the sun of Islam reaches to every house in this world." He did his part. Now our part is continuing. Muslims say, "No, don't speak like that. It's not nice." They don't have that mission then. They don't have that desire. They don't have that shahadat. Muhammad Rasulullah, everyone is claiming that is the Holy Prophet's mission. So if we think our mission is just to go to work 9 to 5, to pay our bills, to eat, to drink, to get married, and to die, that is not fulfilling the shahadat. That is not continuing the mission of the Prophet ﷺ. Especially in these Western countries, we're coming here, 99.9% of us coming for the sake of dunya, not for the sake of Islam. Is it correct? We're speaking honestly. Nobody's saying, "Oh, you're going to America? Why are you going to America?" "I'm going to America to spread Islam." No one is saying that. "No, I'm going to America to find a work, to get a new life." It's all for dunya. Yeah. Shaitan can hijack our good intentions, correct? We start off doing something good and shaitan can just hijack it. We should hijack our wrong intentions and bring it to the right. Okay, we're here. Just change it now. Change the direction. Not to say I'm here only for the sake of my ego and the dunya, but I'm here now because I love the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and I want him and his words to come true and to be high and to help to bring the light of Islam into every house. Inshallah Rahman. We are like that ant with a broken leg, with a small piece of water, not even one drop of water in his mouth, that is walking in the desert to put out the fire of Namrud that Namrud had put for Ibrahim alayhi salam. The fire that is so huge that it can be seen from Basra. We are like that ant. What hope do we have to put out that fire? No hope. But if Allah is on our side, if we're doing it with a golden intention, then inshallah Rahman, we will be judged according to our intention and not our action, that maybe it's nothing. But with Allah, it's possible to do anything. And it's possible to do everything. So, we are not claiming anything, but with our Shaykh, with our Sultan, with our Prophet, we can take over this whole world. We can bring the light of Islam everywhere, inshallah. So, have big intentions. Don't have small intentions. Have huge intentions. Have ambition in Islam, in spirituality. We cannot do much, but at least have that intention. At least have those big ambitions. Everyone has big ambitions about the dunya. It's never ending. If somebody asks you, would you like to be a millionaire? Of course. Would you like to be a billionaire? Of course. Nobody ever says no. No one. Be sincere. But if you ask, would you like to be the one who's spreading Islam everywhere? Brother, is this impossible? It cannot be. It is possible. It will happen. Inshallah Rahman. Wa min Allahu tawfiq. We are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless our Holy Prophet ﷺ, our Sultan, and our Shaykh, Sahibul Saif, Kibrisi Rabbani, to raise his station and to continue to support us to intercede for us, for our wrong actions, for our wrong intentions, to ask Allah to forgive us. We're asking Allah to forgive us and to make us strong, and for us to continue in this way until our last breath. For the sake of the Prophet, for the sake of our Shaykh, Fatiha.